It's Gift Makeke, the finest under the sun. And welcome to another engagement. It's a Monday, it's the first day of the week. I hope we all showed up to our dreams. I hope we all showed up to our goals. And we are counted to the plans that we have made to ourselves. And speaking of which, if today we've really worked somewhere and you did something, whatever the case may be, just count that as a blessing, not touch local. And I just want to today talk about something that I believe it's very imperative, and this is really meant for students. To be honest, it's meant for students to abantu abaqalayo yama qualifications wabo, and those abasebazoqeda labo phakathi at least they still have an opportunity ukuthi they can pick up from whatever I'm going to say. But I'm saying about that because today the theme of this engagement is inspired by a verse, words of wisdom, by the king of Israel, Solomon. So he wrote to Shumail and said, the end of the matter is better than its beginning. So tonight I want to highlight that every time we start things, we must always have the end in mind. When you are already more, first years can relate more because not so long ago they were attending orientation. So it's important the moment you start is the moment when you are in your orientation, think of graduation. When you sign a contract on the commencement date, think of the termination or the end date, so that you prepare yourself in that period for the end, and you will have. So basically, always have an exit plan. That's what I'm trying to say in a nutshell. So to students, if I were to give you advice, not an academic advice or a career advice, but an exit plan, save as much as you can and invest as much as you can. Save the money that you receive from home, the money that you receive from sponsors, regardless of your sponsor, which is the Bazari, NSPAS. Just save and invest. So how do you invest? So many ways that you can invest. Invest in a business, things that you are passionate about. When I was doing from third year till I was selling a started place with everything. Sfumato now, the Archer, where I was staying in City Wolof. And obviously before that, me and my friends, we used to sell like second-hand textbooks. So, and I took money once off stock as an investment. Then I was able to save because the money in keep once off, was able to buy stock every time I went to Batenga, reinvesting in the business. And at the same time, I was acquiring skills, investing in myself as well, because selling is a skill, it's apparent. So that will enable one, for instance, if you have a plan, now you want to finish, because let's say you don't want to, maybe you want to be around to look for employment, you want to be around the city, to be closer to opportunities, choices our court, this is our sport. So if you want to be closer to the court, if you save in those periods, then you'll be able to have, for instance, when you finish your let's say your qualification, you're not even sure you're going to get employment immediately. Let's say worst case scenario, don't get employment immediately after finishing like the first months. At least you'll have money for deposit, for rent, even for furniture. And let's say for instance you're doing a final, if you because in hindsight I'm thinking about that with okay. Imagine if you were to do laybys for furniture when you are doing your first year. From the moment you told like that lump sum in Jan, thinking of the end, which when I'm done with this qualification, I want to be in this place of opportunities. I want to hustle already, maybe have something going on that can keep you here in the seat. Then you start putting money aside, and you buying little furniture, and most importantly, you're already investing for a future yakho. So to first years, start thinking about graduation, the courses of pay. Like even if it's a 4-year course, you're on your first year, you must know for a fact there will come a time where the contract that you have with your institution comes to an end, because it is a contract. The moment we register, which of us, we don't really read the terms and conditions, most of us, before we register. Because if we did, we were going to realize this is actually a contract between you and the institution, and it's supposed to last a certain period of time. So from the moment you register as a first year, you need to think of the graduation, because the end of the matter, it's better than its beginning. So you should definitely know what's makuphela than the time, because you know orientation, you are nervous, you're not even sure what was going to happen. But graduation, you're going to be joyous, but there shouldn't be a joy that comes with worries. It shouldn't be a gift that comes with sorrow. So prepare from first year. When you are done, this is how you want to navigate, this is how you want to maneuver. Because I'm one person who always recommends if you get an opportunity, in fact, create an opportunity. Don't go back home. Just create that opportunity for yourself, and you can create it if you are intentional about it, because you are planning and you are investing. Save as much money as you can when you are still in the privileged position of you don't have a lot of responsibilities. Certain expenses are covered for you by sponsors, parents. Then when you are out, you can even buy yourself something of value. For instance, let's say you are a student who is in the media space. You can invest how? Buy yourself a camera that you can use, to enhance your profession. Even if you don't get employment, you can freelance. You have the skills, you have the knowledge. If you are in fashion production, invest, buy yourself industrial machines, because you can, in that voice, you can be in a position to buy all of those things, so that when you are done, you have something that is going for yourself. I want to pack it there so that it can absorb, we can absorb the information and think and internalize it. So have yourself an amazing Monday night and the rest of the week ahead. It's Gifty T Makeke, the finest under the sun in Yanganyo Namanje.